Paul Heyman took a beating for not acknowledging Solo as the one, and the countdown to the return of Roman Reigns has officially begun.
And here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. So you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all social media. Ooh, 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a row? There's no way the WWE could put 2 weeks of solid TV. Could they? Well, my friends, that is exactly what we got. Absolute banger of a week. Probably the best week of WWE TV all year, just to be followed by another solid week from top to bottom. Now, it looks like John Smackdown, I'm sorry if I butchered his last name, is quite comfortable in his new role as head writer for Smackdown. Now, I don't know a lot about this guy, and from what I was able to gather, he has been with the company for quite some time and is really known for his temperament and a cool head, something the old regime could really put to the test. So, with that being said, let's take a look back at his work, specifically on last Friday's Smackdown. Hey guys, before we get back to the video, I want to do a quick little reminder for you. Go to the link down in the description of this video. That'll take you to my merch store over at Mixed Tees. Yeah, until the first weekend in August. That's right, SummerSlam. We'll be doing a fundraiser for the Stuttering Foundation of America, because as you can tell, I have a speech impediment. So we got shirt designs there. The original, this design right here, pretty darn cool. Then we got this design right here, original design, a little smaller, but on the back we got this. So yeah, definitely grab yourself some merch. Again, going to a good cause, as a portion will be going to the Stuttering Foundation of America. Okay, I'm done selling out. Back to the video. So, we are at New York City, Madison Square Garden. If you know the significance of this place. Now, the show starts backstage with Paul Heyman. He's looking rough. He hasn't colored his hair in a while. His beard's growing out. He's looked like he hasn't slept in 3 days. And he's there to greet Solo, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. Paul nervously asks where Jacob Fatu is. Solo just smirks, gives Paul a reassuring pat on the shoulder as they head out to the ring. Now, they're not 10 steps in when Paul alerts them, as he's showing him on the big screen, that there's another SUV arriving, and out comes Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. They're not looking to talk. They are looking for a fight. And fight breaks out. They go into commercial break, and when they come back, there's still chaos going on. The heroes are stunning and RKOing security back and forth. General Manager Nick Aldis has separated everyone and has sent the baby faces out of the arena and sent the Bloodline to their locker room. Now, as they have an acknowledgement ceremony later on in the show. Talk about things starting off hot.
Dude, that was awesome!
So how do you follow up an opening segment like that? 3, not 1, not 2, not 3, Money in the Bank triple threat qualifying matches. Now the first one involved Jade Cargill, Candice LeRae, and Tiffany Stratton. Now after some outside interference from Indy Hartwell took out Jade, Tiffany hits the prettiest moonsault ever for the 1, 2, 3, and Tiffany Stratton advances to Money in the Bank. I want to make this known that this was the only correct decision for this match's outcome, as Tiffany is the only correct decision to come out on top from Money in the Bank.
That's a fact.
Now on the men's side, we had Logan Paul, LA Knight, and Santos Escobar. Now at the beginning, New York Knicks' Jalen Brunson was in the crowd, and as the eternal troll that Logan Paul is, he comes out with Indiana Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton. Logan attempted a surprise roll-up, only to have it reversed, and the megastar, LA Knight, is headed for Toronto for the Premium Live event. Now in a less exciting match, Naomi, Indy Hartwell, and Blair Davenport. Naomi got the win after Jade Cargill distracted Indy Hartwell. And the end result of this is we are getting on next week's show Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Again.
But why?
Now, during the show, the WWE did acknowledge the passing of Roman Reigns' father, one half of the tag team, the Wild Samoans, that being Sika and Owaye. Now, speaking of acknowledgement, it's time for the closing segment, which is the Bloodline Acknowledgement Ceremony. Solo, the Gorillas of Destiny, and Paul Heyman are coming out to the ring. Solo introduces the new member of the Bloodline and his new enforcer, Jacob Fatu, complete with his own entrance and entrance theme, just looking like the absolute badass that he is. Solo then turns to the fans in Madison Square Garden and tells them to acknowledge him. This guy thinks he's Roman Reigns. He tells his members of the Bloodline, one by one, tells them to step up, acknowledge him. Tama Tonga does. Tangaloa does. Jacob Fatu all acknowledge Solo as the new tribal chief. Solo then looks to Paul Heyman, who all show has told Paul how much he loves him and how much he respects him. Says to Paul, "Wise man, this is your one chance to live."
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Tells Paul Heyman to acknowledge him and to coronate him as the tribal chief. They bring out the the ceremonial tribal necklace that Roman Reigns wore to officially don on him the title of tribal chief. Paul Heyman, tears in his eyes, tells Solo that he loves him, but he is not the tribal chief. Yeah, Paul Heyman, the self-centered, self-preserving weasel of a heel character for decades, just can't do it. Knowing the punishment he is going to endure, he will not turn his back on Roman Reigns. And punished he got. Started off with, immediately after Paul said, "You are not the tribal chief," he gets a Samoan spike to the throat by Solo Sikoa. He tells Jacob Fatu to go up to the top rope. Jacob hits Paul with a diving headbutt. They drag Paul out of the ring. They clear off the announce table, and the Gorillas of Destiny and Jacob hoist Paul up, and Paul's a heavy man, and powerbomb him through the table as they stand over his lifeless body, holding up the one. When Roman Reigns does return, with Paul Heyman in tow, the former biggest heels in the WWE will be welcomed as the biggest conquering babyfaces in WWE history.
That's a fact.
But these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Be sure to check me out tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific, as we will be going over simulcasting here as well from Legion Talk, episode 3 of season 2 of House of the Dragon. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up if you didn't like the video. Hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys all very soon. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. And always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles.